And when hip-hop hit the scene, you got everybody from every nationality. I was watching a show briefly a few months ago, and the show was entitled Hip-Hop Around the World. And I couldn't believe it. They went to every continent on the face of the earth, and hip-hop is there. They had Asians dressed up in their hip-hop gear doing their thing. Indians dressed up in their hip-hop gear doing their things over in India. Every nation around the world was captivated and is captivated by this one genre of music, hip-hop, that have transcended what no other music could ever transcend. Because the devil said, I don't want just a share of the worship, but I want something that everybody can relate to that would give me worship. And hip-hop is that music. Hip-hop is probably one of the most, without a doubt, is one of the most, and perhaps maybe the most biggest threat to spiritual society today. Because it's the one music that seems to have everybody, old, young, it doesn't matter, they want to do some hip-hop. Even on television, I saw a commercial where this old guy, and he was up dancing around to some kind of hip-hop beat. I've seen grandmas dancing around on television to hip-hop beats. So then the devil he's reached his master plan. He's always been trying to compete with God, and he feels like, I've done it, I've reached the pinnacle here, I've gotten something that will transcend every race, every nationality. It's called hip-hop. And that particular music is spreading so fast, and the devil, he realizes that now some people are getting smart, because there is a great movement of people in the church that recognize what the enemy is doing, and we're starting to spread the word. You got to understand there's something dangerous and devilish about music, so be careful what you listen to, because music is not innocent. And I'm going to get back to my text, but I got to dwell here for a moment here. And so what happens is the enemy have put it in the hearts of people to play music no matter where you are. They got music at football games, basketball games, everywhere you go, music, music, music. In the store, there's music, music, music. Because he understands that even your own constitution, if you allow music to enter in, it cannot stand against music if you allow it to enter in, because music does not need your permission to cause you to do things you don't want to do. It's the only thing that can be played into you and use you to do what it wants you to do. Music have that kind of power. That's why many times I've used this example. You found yourself, sometimes you may have been in a store, and all of a sudden you just move into a beat and you're not even paying attention. You're trying to shop, but your body just moving because your conscience is listening, your self-conscious. You're listening to the music and don't even know it, and your body just moving to the music, but your mind is on shopping for groceries. But that elevator music, or that little music in the sky, as I call it, in the store, got your body moving and you don't know why you're moving. Music can do that. Music can change your attitude. I worked at the prison for almost 9 years in the prison system. I worked there, and I seen so many people came in after a criminal committed crimes, and one of the things they said, the music told me to do it. We had a young guy that killed his mother. Literally, he killed his mother, and when he got to our prison, and he killed his mother. And he said that his main reason was because she wouldn't give him the car, so he killed her. But when I talked to him long enough, I found out it was an ulterior motive that he didn't even know about. But he said, you know, but I still wouldn't have done it for that reason. He said, I did get mad at her because she didn't give me the car, the keys to the car, and I got really angry. He was about 16 or 17 at the time. He said, but what really got me, I was listening to this rap music. This was in the 90s, the mid-90s. He said, I was listening to this rap music, and after I listened to it, I got so angry. And before I knew it, I killed my mother. Because music can change your attitude, the wrong kind of music. That's why so many gang members, when they get ready to fight, they put on some of that what they call that gangster music, gangster rap. Yes, that's what they call it, because it's the kind of music that causes you to get angry and makes you want to fight. It's the kind of music that makes you want to get aggressive and hurt somebody. Music have the ability to do that. There is some singer, the singer named Usher, well documented. If you watch EX Ministries, Elder Craig, he testified about this singer called Usher. And I don't know why they call him Usher. I ain't never seen him in the church or heard anybody say he was ever in the church. But anyway, they call him Usher for whatever reason. That he testified, and some members and people that knew him, that he made music and his sole purpose was to make young girls lose their virginity, because he was singing this sultry kind of music that tantalizes them and gets them all wrapped up in their flesh, get their hormones going. But see, what beyond the lyrics, what you don't see is the music itself, the chords that are being played. There are certain kind of chords and beats that are in music that makes you have certain kind of effect. It's the beats, because a lot of people think it's just the lyrics. I'm not talking about the lyrics. I'm actually talking about the beats, because some people say, well, I'm not really listening to the music, just as some music can calm you down. Soothing. The right kind of music can soothe your spirit, can give you peace. But then there's some music that stirs you up. Music have that kind of effect. Even David himself, the Bible says when Saul had the evil spirit come upon him, David would come and play the harps. And as he played the harps, Saul would calm and his spirit would become calm, and that evil spirit would just go from him at the playing of the music. So then music can manipulate the insides of people, but if it's the right music, it can edify instead of tearing down, and causes you to have the wrong kind of mentality and the wrong kind of attitude. So then children that listen to hip hop are more likely to be violent. Children that listen to hip hop are more likely to be disobedient to parents. Children that listen to hip hop are more likely to eventually start, young girls eventually going to start losing their virginity, because hip hop tells you about everything the Bible tells you not to do. There's songs that tell you to go out and have sex with different men and boys. There's songs that tell you to forget the police, that cause you to have disrespect for adult authority. And even for law authorities, there's songs that are geared to make you become a criminal, to not respect law and order and authority. So young people that listen to this kind of vile, filthy music have definitely moved God out of his proper place in their heart, because God will not dwell where there is any kind of filth and sin. You either have to remove it, or God says, I can't come there. So if you're listening to music that is not of God, you have just pushed God out of the way. You have removed God out of his proper place in your life, because God is not going to dwell in any place that is unclean spiritually. That's why you have to make up in your mind that I got to make a change. I'm not going to allow anything to change my relationship with God. I'm going to put God back in his proper place. Now let me get back to my text here. This is where we were going to end up anyway. So this is where we need to go. That was just extra, because music is something that is detrimental to society today, and so many people have accepted it. That's why, before I get back to my text, I gotta say this. If you notice, almost every television network now is trying to get some kind of dance show, something to get people dancing. Why do you think that it's such a push to get you to dance? Commercials, they want everybody dancing today. America's Best Dancer, Dancing with the Stars. They probably going to have you dancing with the moon and the sun if you don't watch it. They want you dancing with something. And I remember thinking about this a couple of years ago, when all this dancing stuff just started rolling out on television. They want all this talent show. They want you singing and they want you dancing. America's Got Talent. America's Idol. That word right there should make you not even watch it anyway. That's why I don't even watch American Idol. Thou shalt have no other God before me. Idol. If that person that wins is your idol, then you are worshiping somebody other than God. So I don't watch the show. I don't fool with it because